Welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Hey guys, it's Kurt. So I'm going to do a drill, or what is a possible drill you can use for COVID training. A lot of departments don't let their officers do a lot of too much close-up stuff. They're all wearing their masks, and they're doing like some baton and pepper spray and taser training. All that is good and dandy. You know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm rolling at my jiu-jitsu school, but legitimately there are people who are concerned they haven't had their shots yet, or they've had their shots but they have children at home that haven't had their shots and they're afraid of transferring. And I was going to kill two birds with one stone. My agency is going to be switching from the 26P taser to this Taser 7 soon, and there was some debate that came up about where to keep the taser. It's always been an offside draw, regardless if it's cross draw or on the holster, but on the belt. But there's been talk about letting officers put their taser on the vest, and there were some training staff from the academy that said that, well, that's a training scar because officers have been going years with a taser in a particular location, and now it's been moved. And I called BS on that. I was like, no, that's BS. With the Taser 7, you're going to be getting a new holster maybe, or all these things are possible. You change guns, you get a new holster. You add a flashlight to your weapon, you get a new holster. It is up to the individual officer to take responsibility to get the time and training with their new holster and their new equipment. Absolutely. And you want to pay them to put their life on the line, protect society, but you don't want to trust them to do that. You need to either find time to train them, which is definitely the agency's responsibility, or you need to trust that they're going to take responsibility for their training. You can't eliminate the possibility of something that could be huge officer safety plus and say and poo-poo it because of whatever reason, because you think it could be a training scar. A good example is I currently use the Safariland taser holster, and I've added the safety device on the back of it, so you have to hit that release first and then rotate the hood forward. As far as I know, this particular holster is not yet made for the Taser 7. So I'm going to have to retrain. For years I trained, or I carried with a Blade Tech holster, which I'm not a big fan of. I've addressed this, I think, in other videos, I'm not sure. But if not, it's kind of a flimsy holster. It's a button push, the rock back, and the taser goes out. Okay, that seems fine until you're rolling for your life and somebody's grabbing onto this flimsy little holster. The Safariland makes superior equipment, bar none, and I think most people agree with that. Plus, I'm not a fan of the rotating hood by itself, but when you add this little safety device that they sell, you rock it back and then rock it forward. This is a really good holster. And as soon as Safariland makes this holster for the for the Taser 7, I'm going to repurchase one. Until then, I have to retrain, take responsibility for my own life and training, and retrain with the Safariland, because I know that's what's going to be issued with it, or that's what's going to be widely available. As far as I know, and if any of you know that I'm wrong, please shout out in the comments. There is no Safariland yet for the Taser 7. So with that being said, we're going to do some transition drills. You got the bob. I'm a big fan of, and you use any bag for this. I'm a big fan of, the guy is approaching and he's not listening to voice command. Stop, stay back. And then you use the lead leg kick, boom, to knock him off. And then you can simulate that there's a lethal threat to the other side. So you've addressed the one guy. And now you've got to incorporate your pistol. These are all ideas for training. And then, non-lethal threat, but he's coming maybe for whatever reason. You try to just with your taser. Taser. with taser, and then you pop it, and then you simulate going to the down suspect, taking his arm, maybe going to a mount position, taking him up into a handcuffing position, and rolling him over to the back. This is an example of what you can do with minimal contact with other officers. You just have to have decent training equipment for that to happen. So let me run through that again, but with a little faster speed. You can see that I spent a taser cartridge into this firearm target. I had a good hit and a good hit. Right here we've got about 8 to 10 inches of taser deployment, which means I have to cap off with a new cartridge. I'm burning some of these off because we have a crap load inventory, and we're going to be going to the Taser 7, which you know doesn't use the old taser cartridge. It's a new design. So we'll do that again. I'll speed it up a little bit. Maybe you spend a little bit more time on the bad guy. Like, you know, boom, boom, boom. Oh, taser, taser, taser. Lethal threat, lethal threat. Tactical reload, or reload because I'm empty. Reholster, going for the bad guy. All right. I think that made the point. You don't need to train with another person to get some training in. Is it as good as training with a partner? Of course not. But you guys see what I'm talking about. All right, thanks.
So say we all.
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 Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.